It's a 3-0 defeat to Telford United today, Brad. What are your thoughts on the performance?
Oh, lacklustre from the get-go, really. The most disappointing thing is, I kept saying I don't want the season just to peter out, but that is exactly how it's looking right now. Since that fight back away at Stratford, where we still look lively, we still look intent. We've struggled to get going in any of the games since. They're a good outfit, and they're gonna cause you some problems. They've done obviously their homework on some of our strengths, and fair play to them because they've come out and executed it as well. But we weren't at the races. We didn't get anywhere. We didn't get anywhere near. So they were thoroughly deserving of their 3 points. And yeah, I just think people have taken their foot off the gas, which is not for me. And as I said after, all I'm looking for now is the right characters that want to be in the building and want to do things the right way. And if not, that's fine. That's all the questions for me. But it's all eyes are on obviously rebuilding and taking it into a new season now.
Of course, Telford had everything to play for today. Lies on second spot, which they eventually claimed. Do you think that made a big difference today?
Massively, because they knew the position that we're in terms of absolutely nothing to play for and already relegated, that they should come here and be dominant. So you've still got to take that pressure into it. I think obviously the early goal for them settles them. But they've came here on the front foot and wanted to take everything they can, and in the end we've made an easy day for them, which is disappointing for myself. But at the same time, all my focus is on obviously looking forward and moving into that time. So let's try and forget about these last couple of results and performances as quickly as possible. As I say now, all I'm looking at is for people within the building that show the right character to want to be in and hopefully being part of a successful side next season.
Yeah, you said you think they identified some of our key threats today. We looked quite lively down the left after the restart from Joe, but do you think that was one of the areas that they probably...
Well, no, like I say, we looked to set up and have a look from a kick-off, and it's no surprise that we ended up getting out that way, forcing them to one side and ended up looking lively, like I say, straight from the kick-off. But other than that, yeah, nothing really came, and they nullified Joe really well, and they doubled up with him pretty much from the word go. So it wasn't a great game for him. Obviously having a few disappointments with locks, obviously injury before the game as well, so that obviously threw us off in comparison to what we were going to do. But that's no excuse, because even regardless of that, the amount of off performances there were, for me, yeah, regardless if one or two were back in there was too many people having an off day for us to get anything from that game. And I don't want to come across too negative, but I'm obviously disappointed in how we operated today. But as I say, now my thing is focusing on next season and having a positive start and running into next season and being as competitive as you can be going into a new league.
Yeah, and you mentioned the locks pulled out injured just before kick-off. We saw Ross come back into the squad today though as well. How do you think the team will look next week?
I want to give people as many looks as possible to state their claim for a shirt, really. And that's if they want to be here or not, or I want them to be here or not. But I'll always give the players the opportunity to show what they can and can't do. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm hoping, obviously we're lucky for him to be back fit and well, so we'll just look after him for the week and then go from there. So we'll have a look at the opposition that we're playing, but I want to play still as strong a side as possible going into, because I want positive results. I'm not turning up to games just to get beaten, and I'm not turning up games just to take part and be a number. So we need to make sure that we go and put 2 good performances back to back in the last 2 games and finish the season on a real positive.
Yeah, we've mentioned it a few times this season that we've gone into games with a wrong to right. Do you think that's the case against Sudbury? Because obviously,
absolutely. I know we were down in that game and then we scored, but prior to the sending off, we were good. And then after that, obviously, it was that time of the season where we just capitulated, and I'd like us to, as I say, go on right. Certainly a wrong of the second half there, but at the same time we were down to 10 men. Casey, on his first start, did absolutely brilliantly in that game and unfortunately got sent. So after that, it was an uphill task. But I'd like to hopefully play 11v11 and have a proper good go against them next week.